Hello, Leo. Welcome to Mystic High Priestess Tarot. And I am doing um, general readings here for the month of January of 2025. However, when you come across it, it is timeless technically, so it is when you were meant to see it. And I do want to let you know, since this is a general community message, not everything's going to relate to you. So just take what resonates for your situation and leave the rest for somebody else, because there is usually a variety of situations going on, and we are all on different timelines. So just please keep that in mind. Also, I do not want to see anybody get scammed. I am not on any other platforms. I'm only on YouTube. I will never reach out to you for anything or a reading. I will reply to comments down in the comment section, but that is it. If you want a personal reading from me, click the description or check in the description box below, click on more, and you'll be able to see that information. I am currently taking personals right now. We got through the holidays. I'm also going to be much more dedicated to my online community and doing this more on a full-time basis, so I won't be distracted by other forms of work. So I am going to be dedicating myself to you, but you will not find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, none of that stuff. So if somebody reaches out to you on those platforms, it is not me. Do not be scammed. All right. And please like and subscribe if you resonate to this or you want to see future videos. And that also helps get my videos out there so that more people can see them, and it could be somebody that could relate. If you do know somebody that could um, use or benefit from seeing this reading, please share it with them as well. And comment below. I love interacting with my audience, especially if things resonate or if there's other types of readings, since I'm doing this more on a full-time basis, that you would like to see me do. By all means, let me know and I will try to fit that in. All right, I have gone ahead and meditated and pre-shuffled the cards with your energy. So let's get going. I am a Leo sun. I should let you know that. So I generally do end up relating to these readings myself. I keep my own situation out of it unless it is pertinent to you. You need to know. So we have the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups. Okay, I'm loving this already. Ten of Wands, Two of Wands, an Ace of Wands. Yes. Okay. I'm excited for my own life on this one. All right. So, how my readings are going this month is it is current situation, um, quick outcome, long-term outcome. Okay. So, and I will clarify these as well. But so far, what I am seeing is that we have the Three of Pentacles here and the Ten of Wands in our current situation. So we can see that we working with others can sometimes be a burden. Um, and when I pause like this, I'm so sorry. I'm getting messages. I am a channeler as well, so I channel spirit. I sometimes channel outside spirits for people, spirits that know that a certain Leo is going to come and watch this, or a cross watcher is going to come and watch this. This could relate to you financially, through your career, family, friends, children, lovers. It can also be single love. I am going to be releasing um, s- love ratings for singles specifically because I am single. So I have an attachment to my single Leos out there that just want their own specific reading. And so, yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing those as well. But it can relate to any of those types of things. And I am going to be doing the 2025 yearlies most likely next week. So watch for those. But it looks like in a current situation right now, working with others can be giving us a hardship or a heavy burden, or we're trying to master something and it's just becoming very burdensome on us. And the short-term outcome, we have the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So with so many pentacles, it does tell me this is probably more career oriented, or if it is based on a relationship, it's something that has to be worked on very significantly. But the Six of Pentacles would be like your reciprocity, your giving. And here it says generosity, and that is very true. You know, that's Leo really coming back to their source because Leos are extremely generous people. And then you have the Two of Wands, which is making a decision on what type of path to take, where to put that energy that we have. So it might be that you're giving to something that's not giving back to you. And then now you have to make that choice of, do I want to continue down this path? Long-term outcome, though, is really, really beautiful. So we have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So, long term, whatever decision is made here in the short term is definitely going to bring us a lot of love and, brand new, something that we can be passionate about and we can love because this would also be the passion card. So, it's a whole new field that you could be going into a new career field. For me, I can relate to this, having to do this full time, which is my passion. And so I'm finally getting to, explore that. And with the cups being the emotion card or love, it is, my love for being able to help others with that generosity that we see in the short term, following through with something emotional. Now, if you are single or in a relationship, this could be working on your relationship, which is burdensome right now because maybe things aren't going so great. There's not the proper reciprocity, so you have to make a choice on which direction you're going to go. And sometimes going backwards a step is the thing to do. Like, what's not working now, but it was working before? Why was our relationship so good before, but now it's not so great? It's taking that step back and finding that passion again. And through it, you also find the love. Now, for singles, this is really fantastic because you are looking at maybe, you've been trying so hard to, find that love, in others and it's people. It could be somebody that you work with. What I definitely see here is there are some single Leos that probably have a crush on somebody that they work with, and it is a burden. You're not, it's not being reciprocated. However, a choice to walk away or continue pursuing this is going to be on the horizon. And you're going to get reciprocity in the short term on it, but it's not going to be fully satisfying. Long term, though, you are going to get new love and new passion. Now, it could be from this person that you're working with that um, you have this crush on, but it could be somebody completely new because with this Two of Wands, you could take the road, you're saying, hey, there's not enough reciprocity in this. I'm not as satisfied with it, and I'm going to take a different road, and boom, boom, you get all this new stuff coming in. We are going to clarify this, though. Let's see. Our Three of Pentacles. Six of Cups. Oh, that's so cute. And Nine of Cups. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do all the clarifying here. And Leos, we tend to wear our heart on our sleeve. Mm, wow. Yep. Called that for love, that's for sure. And the wheel. Moving forward. Yep. Let's check out this new stuff. Oh, please tell me it's going to be good. It feels really good. It feels really awesome. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy to be a Leo right now. Ooh. Leos. Yes, yes, yes. Life is good. To be a Leo. Roar, lions, roar. Hear it. Okay. Three of Pentacles. We have clarified with our current situation by the Six of Cups. So we're working with others. It's bringing back a bit of nostalgia, a bit of childlike. I mean, you're probably starting to feel this has a lot to do with the crush. A lot of this is not necessarily work related. Okay, if it is work related, you are moving in a direction of something that you're more passionate about and that you love versus where you're at. Keep following that road. You're on the right road. Okay, great things are going to come from making those tough decisions. But I don't, with the Two of Wands isn't so much of a tough decision. It's more like a fork in the road. You have two options. Which one, you're going to be okay with either one of them because they're both passionate options. So you really can't go wrong. One's just going to be a longer, tougher road than the other one. You can't tell from the beginning which one it's going to be, but you're going to be satisfied regardless, okay? Now, with the Ten of Wands on that Three of Pentacles, which we were stating was a heavy burden, we get the Nine of Cups. And it's burdensome because it is emotional and it's a wish come true. So, again, I want to go back to what I said about the singles. And this could be in a relationship. Like I said, this is very geared towards love, extremely geared towards love. And I can't help it. That's just what takes over. The other readings so far this month have really been mental and career driven, where Leo is now my first sign, where it's like it's love. And who knows love better than a Leo, right? So, um, with the heavy burden, it's a heavy burden because it's a wish come true. So this is really crushing. Really, if you're in a relationship, it's really loving your partner, really wanting, you're working on the relationship. You want to take it back a degree to, where it was fun, where it was childlike, where you could really enjoy yourself. And, because you're working on the relationship so hard that it's just become kind of burdensome, going back to that childlike state is going to make your wishes come true. It's going to bring all that happiness, out of you. So I can see where that completely applies. Now, on the Six of Pentacles of our short-term outcome, we have this reciprocity. Now, it can go, two ways. The reciprocity could develop, or it could be lack of reciprocity. And we see the Five of Cups here. So we're definitely seeing the lack of reciprocity here that is bringing about a huge sadness. So we went from the Six of Cups down to the Five of Cups. So we took a step back from that childlike thing and we feel really, really sad and worrisome over it. And then we had the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands, now we're looking at bickering and quarreling and, things not measuring up. And the Nine of Wands saying, I'm wounded, but I'm not ready to quit. Okay, so that Six of Pentacles energy that is about to come out of that Three of Pentacles because we want to get back to this childlike state is going to be wanting the partner to be reciprocal to what we have to communicate, what we have to say, what we want to, and I'm so sorry, I'm saying we all the time, but I'm a Leo, so that's what you're going to get in the Leo reading. There's a lot of we instead of you. Um, but anyway, is feeling that, when we try to be childlike, we're getting bickering and quarreling, and the other person's not being receptive to what we're saying, and it's making us really sad, and we're wounded. Even some of the bickering and quarreling is causing wounding, but we're not giving up. We're still passionate about this relationship, or we're passionate about what we're chasing after. So we're going to continue down that road. So the Six of Pentacles, I can understand why a lot of clarifiers came out on that because we needed to see where that reciprocity was going. But to clarify that, then we have the Two of Wands, that road. Do we stick with this or do we take a different path? We're at a crossroads right now. And we got the wheel, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune could move forward, it can move backwards. So if we're not careful about how we handle this sadness and this bickering and quarreling, and that we're sticking with it, we're wounded, but we're not quitting. Okay. Could be one of two things. We're not quitting on this relationship or we're not quitting on love. Okay. Altogether. We're not going to lay down and just die. Okay. So with the fork in the road, we have the choice to decide. Am I going forward or am I going backwards? If I go backwards, I have karma to face for that. So I need to be real careful about the things I'm saying here. I need to be real careful about where I'm putting my emotions so that I don't get too emotionally depressed or anything with this, or let this weigh too heavy on me that I give up. Okay, because we're not going to give up. So we want to, so basically our wheel's going to move forward. So we're going to take a choice, we're going to make a choice, and we're going to move on. We're either going to move on from this crush or this relationship that you know, we've been so focused on, or we're going to go backwards. We're going to do some terrible things up here due to not, the partner not reciprocating, and we're going to face karma for that. Our outcome, though, is that Ace of Cups. That's that new emotional investment. The Ace of Cups is that thing given to you by God that says, here's love. I'm gonna give you this whole cup of love. You decide what you want to do with it. So what comes with the cup of love is the lovers. So it could be that in the long-term future, you're going to have choices in love. There's going to be several lovers coming your way. But regardless, you will have somebody to share that cup with where they come to you with an empty cup. You have this big full cup of love from God, and you can pour half of yours in theirs, and then you go move to the two of cups. But the lovers truly are even beyond that. They are I I won't say lustful because lustful would be the devil energy. This is going to be somebody who sees you for who you are, who reciprocates everything. You don't even have to work hard on the relationship. It just feels natural. There's that unconditional love. There's yes, is there passion there? Absolutely, but it's not passion restricted by the devil. So it's not going to be a one night stand. It's not going to be, somebody who's just lustful for you over how you look or what you can give them, things like that. The lover is the one who's going to, if life throws a whole bunch of crap at you and you have to live in a refrigerator, cardboard box on the street corner, that lover is going to be with you doing that. Okay. So this is somebody who you're going to be able to find, or you're going to rebuild your relationship back to that beginning. You're going to go all the way back to the beginning. You're going to rebuild it and you're going to become those lovers again, where you understand your commitment to each other. And clarifying that is the Ace of Wands, which is that brand new igniting passion, which is sent straight from the Hierophant. So it is going to be a committed relationship. There is a high commitment to this. It is sent straight from God. It is something just being handed to you very passionately. There's going to be creativeness and some really terrific things. Now, if this is somebody you work with, because I want to go back to the Three Pentacles can definitely be somebody you're working at a project with, somebody that's assisting you by teaching you something. It could be a mentor. It could be, somebody higher up in the company you work for that either you have a crush on or they know of you and they're working with you. And it's a very childlike kind of relationship right now. And I'm only saying this is going to be a select few, but it's a very important message. And when I get important messages, I just deliver them. So even though it's only for a few people, I'm going to give you your specific message. That, you know, this is like it's a lot of work being put in. Um, you may not be feeling what you're feeling for them, you're not feeling back yet. Now, keep in mind, vice versa, she could be on the other foot. This could be the cross watcher as well, saying, hey, Leo's not reciprocating what I'm putting out there. This feels like a lot of hard work. I keep, putting all this effort in, type of thing. Because it's a wish come true, don't give up on it. Okay. It's going to move forward. Leo's going to choose you or Leo. That person's going to come around and see that you are I don't want to say you're an option because you're not an option to this person. This person doesn't see you as an option. They're not necessarily looking at it as a relationship. Okay. They're, and that's why you're going to be sad. You're going to kind of bicker and quarrel. You're going to work your way through whatever this is that is going on between the two of you on a not a work level, but a side level. So this could be somebody that you're working with that you've built a friendship. with, or you've gotten together a few times as coworkers and done some activities together or whatever, and you're crushing on them. They don't necessarily know that, or they do know and they're crushing back at you, but there's kind of a conflict because I'm not going to lie, there could be a huge age difference. So this could be somebody who's a higher up in the company that's a, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to figure out, I'm going to clarify that. I do want to clarify. Um, okay, what could be the age difference here? Because I do see an age difference. So I just don't know if it's a to me it feels like it's at least like a 10-year age difference, which is really select. Yeah, 10. It is, yeah, right on. So yeah, and we got the 10 of Pentacles on that clarifier. So I was strongly feeling a 10-year age difference or a decade gap. So like a generational gap. Okay. Usually when I see tens, I'm thinking generations. So there is a generational gap between you and this other person, most likely. And that's probably what's causing the emotions and the bickering and quarreling because there is that difference. Wow, it just hit me. This is twin flame energy too. So this could be a twin flame for, and I'm talking about singles. So this would be singles love. You're working with somebody or you know somebody already that's probably your twin flame. And that's why there's so many issues because twin flames do set each other off. The primary thing a twin flame is not necessarily a love. In this case, it does look like it is though. Um, it's just somebody you are supposed to learn something from. You both decided, you're going to split, you're going to come at different times. Each of you is going to walk a different timeline, and then from those timelines, you're going to teach each other so that when you get back together, whether it be here in the earthly plane or in the afterlife, that combined together, you've had this massive experience that is going to make both parts of the soul better. So you learn from each other's souls through the life experiences that you've had. So there can be huge age differences in that. But you're moving forward. The Wheel of Fortune is definitely being a major arcana, something that is also driven by universal forces, angels, God, whatever, is there pushing this, and they're going to push you down the right road here. Yeah, there's a love, there's a connection. It's something strictly driven from the divine. So, Leo, don't be surprised if you end up with somebody that you have a huge age gap with, at least 10 years, could be 10 or 20 years. It's a decade factor and a generational factor, and you're going to teach each other the differences between your generations, and you're going to meet somewhere in the middle. It's going to be a really, really beautiful thing. Wow. This is cool. This is like the best reading I've done for January, and it's nice. It's finally nice because some of the others were heavy, but I gotta tell you, go back and watch that Gemini reading. I still can't explain it. I still don't even know how Spirit did it, and I was so connected to Gemini. Could be because I have a Gemini moon, but um, there's one group of those Geminis I don't want to be part of. But it was cool. It was something that's never happened before in decades or in my life. Lighten your load. Yep. So that we're seeing here on the Nine of Wands and grieving. So, mm, yeah, I just really feel both of these belong up there. So there's lightening your load and there is grieving. So with this road that we take in the middle, there could definitely be a loss. Lighten up, lightening up your load could be letting go of the job that you're working for, letting go of the working relationship you have with, somebody, letting go of a love that you currently have that, listen, this is a heavy, before it turns into a heavy burden and I quit, I need to lessen this. Getting a different job that takes you back to your childhood like spirit and grieving the fact that things aren't going to go 100% your way. Okay. For some of you in this crossroads, you are going to make a decision to move on to a different relationship. And you're going to close the door on what's not being reciprocal. Once you do that, these new beginnings come in, and these new beginnings are led by complete divine, by God. And if you can't close the door on this, you can't receive this. You can't start over. So, for some of you, that is going to be what happens, and you're going to grieve some loss. But it's because you're lightening up that load and moving on. Let's get a romance angel here and see what's going on. New love. I called it. It's right there on that Ace of Cups. We have the new love. And you deserve love. Yeah, so Spirit is definitely guiding you towards releasing these burdens, letting go of what's not working, finding out what does, and either restarting something that you're involved in from scratch, which lightening that load and grieving could be, let's say you're working on a project at work. You put this whole project together and you've been working together and nothing comes out of it. Well, there's going to be a lot of sadness. There's going to be bickering and quarreling. But the Nine of Wands is, but we're not giving up. We're going to trash everything we did. We're going to start from scratch. We're going to get it right this time. No different than relationships. Listen, none of this is working. Okay, our communication is off. We're crying. We're arguing. We're at each other's throats. Let's just throw away all of those concerns and issues. Let's start over. Let's start from scratch, a new beginning. And that can definitely happen. So, it doesn't mean you're throwing the whole relationship away. You're just throwing away everything you've worked so hard on so that you can just start over. Let's go back to being kids again. And before we had all of these issues and these problems, and let's start this over. Maybe let's sell our house because the mortgage is too high, and let's just go live in a tiny little home like we would have done if we would have met when we were 20 and had no money, and let's just try to figure out how to do that again. Or, and that doesn't necessarily sound like fun, but you know what? You might be surprised how quickly you can change a relationship when you do something that seems really stupid. So let's see what they have to say, or what you might have to say. I wish things could be different. You and I were too young. Wow. So this could be, I completely get it. Wish things could be different, where you don't want all of this. You want this. This is long term, though. Granted, this isn't going to happen tomorrow. Some of you could have been too young. But what I'm really feeling is not taking that literally. It's kind of like reading the Bible. It's very metaphorical and not necessarily so literal. So you and I were too young could be maybe things move too quickly. Maybe it just started out at the beginning. Let's say you're working on a project with somebody, you have a work crush, okay? And it took off too quick right away at the beginning of the project. Okay. And then it started interfering with the project being able to get done, that type of thing. So Take it metaphorically, not necessarily literally. Archangel Michael. Either way, I wouldn't get stuck on these things. These are the probably more immediate future. I'd focus a lot more on this long-term future because if you make the right decisions and you go through the pain, aches and pains right now, it's like transforming your body. Um, if anyone who has had to try to lose weight, you know how painful and difficult it is in the very beginning. Yeah, you start your workouts and all of a sudden you have the aches and the pains. But after 6, 7 months of working out all the time, all of a sudden, boy, you're this beast. You're strong. You don't feel those aches and pains anymore. Those muscles and stuff don't get as tense, unless you're overworking them. So it's like that. Um, it gets easier as you go. It's just really hard in the beginning. Archangel Michael says, use your imagination and you'll see the answer. It says, Dear God, thank you for granting me the wisdom and creativity to see your miracles in new and unexpected ways. I gratefully and gracefully accept and appreciate your help in this situation. That is really sweet. So yeah, so when push comes to shove and you're not sure what to do, you know, reach out, but your imagination takes you all the way back to the Six of Cups. Find your inner child. Find the nostalgia. Be that inner child again for a moment. Use that imagination that has kind of died due to, real world events and problems and stuff like that. And release that part of you. And you might find everything just falls into place. Okay? It's like taking one, having a 1,000-piece puzzle and taking one piece and just being determined you're going to figure out where that piece goes, but maybe you don't have enough other pieces put together to figure out where it goes. So maybe, set that piece down for right now. Grab a different piece, start working on that one instead, and you might have better luck. All right, excuse me. Just getting over a cold. But like and subscribe. And that's what I have for you right now. God bless.